Hey, welcome, Miriam, popping in. It is Wednesday, so that's the day that I go to Weight Watchers and get weighed in. Not too happy with myself. Gained 2.2 pounds, but on a better note, I'm 1 pound less today than I was the last few days. So I've been climbing and climbing and climbing. The last 3 months have not been going well for me. I've been very sad, and it's not an excuse, it's just a fact of my life right now. But yesterday, I just said, you know what? I don't want to gain the weight back that I've already lost. I've already gained a few pounds back, but no, it's not going to happen. So yesterday I was very restrictive, not overly restrictive, but I want to get back to my whole foods, more whole foods than ultra processed foods. So yesterday I had my breakfast. I had grapes for a snack, so that was a whole food. And then I had my lunch. And then I had one ultra processed food for a snack. That was the Quest chips for 3 points. I had one dill pickle, so that would be processed, but not really ultra processed. I had a kosher one. And then I just had a baked potato for dinner with some sour cream. So that was delicious. And then after that, I did not eat. I didn't have any late night snacking. I finished dinner before 7. I went to bed probably around 10, and I was fine. And I'm going to tell you, this morning when I woke up, I was physically hungry. That has not been happening. Typically, because I do a lot of late night snacking, I wake up burping my dinner and popcorn, whatever else I had. This morning, I was hungry. I didn't eat before my meeting. I never do. I have coffee. So I did eat directly after my meeting so that I don't get tempted to get a bunch of other stuff. And it was good. I went to McDonald's and had my Egg McMuffin with no cheese for 5 points. So I started just yesterday posting shorts of what I eat because I'm not going to sit here and get all tedious about filming what I eat in a day because, everybody's different. So different foods are going to affect people different ways. So I don't eat a lot of bread, but I like to have a lot of crackers and salty snacks. So that's what I'm trying to avoid overdoing it. I want to wake up hungry. I don't want to go to bed hungry, but I want to wake up hungry. And, already I had a nice salad for lunch, and it was big, and I finished it, an hour ago. But even after finishing it, I knew I'm not hungry. I'm not hungry right now. And I was thinking, I want some of those chips. But see, was I hungry? No. I'm just telling myself I want it. And that's where I have to work on things to get out of the what I want and what I need. That's two different things. Do I need to eat right now? No. What do I need to do? I need to drink my water. I drank a lot of water yesterday, more than I've drank in a long time. So I didn't go out for a walk yesterday because, well, I did get exercise going up and down the stairs doing laundry. But I didn't go out for my walk because I was drinking so much water and I kept having to use the restroom. So that's why. It had nothing to do with I didn't want to get dressed and get up and go out. I just didn't want to get stranded in the middle of the street. Uh, well, I could have went to the mall, right? But I guess I could have got dressed, so that's an excuse there. I could have went. I could have went to the mall because they have plenty of bathrooms. Even Disneyland. I went to Disneyland the other day and I walked over 4 miles at Disneyland. It was intentional walking. I did go on 2 rides. I went on the teacups and I went on Winnie the Pooh. Nobody was in line for Winnie the Pooh. I got there early, so I went 2 times in a row. So that was cute and fun. So what I do is I put my walk on pause when I'm going to go on a ride or something, and then I resume when I get off the ride. So I make a little pit stop, just, and then I get on with my walk and I do laps around Adventureland, Frontierland. I go through New Orleans. Then I go through Batu, which is Galaxy's Edge. I go through there, cut across through Fantasyland. Then I go to Tomorrowland. Then I go back around. I don't make laps on Main Street because there's too many people coming in and out. And then I like to get out of there before the crowds actually fill up the park. So I left around 10 and, well, yeah, 10. So people were really coming in. So it was starting to get crowded. I don't like to be in the crowds. I'll start going like this. I don't like it. Oh, you see my burn. It's getting better. Um, but anyway, so I did get that 4 mile walk in. But Marianne, you gained 2.2 pounds and you've been doing your walking. Well, you can't out exercise a bad diet. I haven't been eating a great diet, and I know that. So I'm adjusting. I got to get back on my goal train, my goal train towards my goal instead of away from the goal. So I won't make that 30 pounds by the end of October unless a miracle happens because it's October 9th. And I'm at 19 point something pounds right now. I went under the 20-pound loss, and I was at like 28 pounds, 28 point something on June, the end of June. So we have July, August, and September. I've really messed up. It is so easy to gain weight and so hard to lose it. So I have to remember that I'm not going back. I need to move forward now. So I had a great day yesterday. I used 21 points, but I was eating a lot of whole foods. So my pointed things were like salad dressing, some little tortilla strips for a salad topper, some salted pepitas, and some light sour cream, and a baked potato had points. But my whole baked potato was my dinner, and that was 7 points. And I was satisfied just with the potato. I had a bunch of chicken in my salad for lunch, so I had plenty of protein. Now, yeah, it's carbs. I'm having carbs, yes. And actually, the Weight Watcher topic was carbs. Good carbs, bad carbs, whatever. So basically, whole food's going to be awesome. For me, I'm not diabetic, so I don't have any kind of restrictions on my fruits and vegetables. So for me, I had beans, black beans in my salad. That's a carb. I had a potato for dinner, baked potato. That's a carb and a starch, but resistant starch maybe. I've got to look into that kind of subject. I don't know a lot about that. And then the light sour cream. But it was delicious and it satisfied me. And it wasn't a carb that made me go want more. If I open a little bag of skinny popcorn, I'm going to want up to 3 bags. One bag's not going to settle it. It's not going to work for me because my brain's going, I want more. It's not my stomach. Because, mind you, I've been waking up with food still in my stomach. I, it's there. It's not digested. This morning, I woke up hungry. So, empty stomach. I could feel the water going down. And the coffee. I enjoyed my coffee. I've been trying to reduce the amount of coffee I have in the morning, so I've been drinking less coffee, but I won't go out driving without my coffee, so I have coffee before my meeting. So, all in all, I had good carbs, I had protein, I had fiber. A potato has fiber in it too, and my salad had plenty of fiber. I got the beans, I got the vegetables. Those all have fiber and nutrients. And for breakfast, yesterday I had 2 eggs. I had an egg scramble, a zucchini, onion, and egg. So that was my breakfast yesterday. So this morning was an egg McMuffin, which wasn't a whole wheat egg muffin. The English muffin wasn't whole wheat. So if I made it at home, I would make it a whole grain one just to get the extra, um, a better fiber. Because I had high cholesterol, and that's what I'm going back towards my whole foods because that's what I did to lower my cholesterol. That and cardio exercise. So when I was getting on my little walk pad, I was getting into vigorous walking. I did it every single day. I walked and I worked on my diet and I got my cholesterol under 200. And my doctor was very happy with that. So I need to get back to that. Now I did start adding eggs in, but I'm not having like when I got that first one where my cholesterol was super high, I was having full fat cheese in a 3 egg omelet for breakfast, and then having some cottage cheese, and having, I mean, I was and having yogurt and having like a whole breast of chicken for lunch and a whole one for dinner. I was getting a lot of protein, but I was also getting a lot of saturated fats. So that's what I was doing. But it's been working out fine, so that's what I'm trying to get back to. But I also have to think, am I hungry? Do I need to eat right now? Or should I just have some water? I'll tell you, I had one of those. Instead of late night snacking, I just had one of those salted caramel Zevias, and it was like a dessert to me. It was better than the root beer. Root beer, I love root beer. I'm really liking this salted caramel. It's supposed to be a limited flavor, so I'm hoping they make it permanent because it's really good. I should write them and tell them how good I love it. I even bought some more. So anyway, how did your week go? I'm not gonna give you a whole lesson on carbs. There's some fruits have a higher glycemic index than others. Some vegetables have higher glycemic index than others, but they're gonna all these whole foods are going to be less of a sugar spike on your body than like a refined sugar, like in the candies and added sugars. And just look at the added sugar. If it's refined sugar in there, that's gonna make your sugar spike. It does mine. And then usually if I'm like I had, was it, yeah, Monday? I took that walk and for some reason I stopped and I got a Reese's peanut butter cups. I had candy, just one. I didn't have, or maybe it was Sunday, one of those days. And I got some ice cream. I love candy and I love ice cream, but I just can't be eating it if I want to lose weight. Yeah, with Weight Watchers, you're supposed to be able to fit it in, but when I'm fitting it in, I fill it up. So, no, can't do that with those kind of carbs because it triggers me to just have more and more and more, even if I'm stuffed to the gills. So, going more for the whole food carbs, like the grapes. I got apples. I usually put banana in my oatmeal. And the oatmeal's a carb, but it also has the fiber, and that oatmeal was a big help with my cholesterol too, by adding that into my diet. And I like the steel cut. But anyway, how did your week go? What kind of carbs do you like? Do you eat carbs? Um, I might have a potato for dinner again today. I didn't make any chicken. I don't have any chicken. I had tuna salad today, which was good. It was delicious. Um, really, really good. And I mean, when I sit down and I make that stuff, I enjoy it. And it's better than the tostada, chicken tostada I go and get at the Pollo Loco. Lately, those things have just been, I don't know if they're making them worse or it's just that I've been making my own salads and enjoying them. And so those just don't seem good. Maybe that's it. The recipe for today, I left the card in my bag, but it was like a chicken bowl with like shredded chicken, right, brown rice, and avocado and salsa. I think I'd add some 0 point beans in there myself, but it looked pretty good. I can make my own bowl, make my own chicken, shred it. I always have salsa, and I have those. I actually bought some fat-free refried beans today at the store because I thought I might like to make little tostadas with little refried beans, lettuce, tomato, and chicken. That sounds good to me. And even the onions. I started buying onions again because I'm not working, so I'm not talking to anybody on sometimes. I don't have to worry about it. And onions are good for you. Anyway, I think I've said enough. And so I had a really great day yesterday. So far today, it's 4:14 p.m. I've had a great day. I'm not hungry. All I've had was I had my breakfast around 10:15. I get to McDonald's right before breakfast ends. That way I can get that. I stopped at the store. I got chicken and everything. I spent like $74 or something like that. Uh, some really good deals. They had the light sour cream and the fat-free cottage cheese. If I bought four, they were like 99 cents each. Did really good. So I didn't buy a bunch of sodas because I have plenty because I ordered from Amazon that salted caramel. I did buy some that Starburst cherry sparkling ice drinks. I like those too. But yeah. So how did your week go? What are your plans? What kind of carbs do you eat? Do you eat any carbs? How do you make them? Do they still stay healthy? Like I didn't put butter on my baked potato. I could, but I didn't because of the cholesterol. I get the light sour cream and I measured it out. Um, I think I'll weigh my potato if I have one tonight because I just put large potato. So small, medium, large. I'm not sure. Is large like this or like this or? I know one time I had a small one because it was only like that big. That had to be a small potato. Small potatoes. Anyway, I love potatoes. I love me some potatoes, especially mashed potatoes. But anyway, I'll see you next week, and hopefully next week I'll have that loss because I think I shared a little too much with the guide this morning. I almost cried because I was starting to remember what happened at work, and I have a hard time. I've already talked it out with people, especially my sister on the way home. She knew I didn't do that, so I just wish they would have had a video. I wasn't in any kind of trouble. They pretty much knew I wouldn't do that. So, but it still bothers me that somebody would do that to me. Just like, what? I'm gonna start crying if I think about it. So I don't want to be depressed. Okay. So I gotta shut that door so new doors can open. That's what I'm gonna go with. I've got to open new doors. I don't have to go to work. There's things I can go seek out and do and enjoy. And I'm going to do it. I'm going to have the time of my life. And I got to remember to sign up for that darn Medicare because that window's closing. Anyway, thank you. I'll see you next time.